Modern Real Estate Practice, page 300. While the appraiser does not determine value, neither is value determined by what the seller wants to receive, what the buyer wants to pay, or what the real estate professional suggests. The appraiser, relying on experience and expertise in valuation theories, develops an objective report that supports the value indicated by the market. Sellers and real estate professionals may not agree with the appraiser's value and may argue that it is lower than they think that it should be. Since the appraisal is most often ordered by a lender who will make a loan decision based on the property's appraised value, the appraiser must be able to back up the appraisal report with quantifiable data. It is the lender who will want to know if there is a loan default, at what price can the property probably be sold to recover the remaining loan balance. The lender is relying on the skill of the appraiser to answer this question. Value. To have value in the real estate market, that is, monetary worth based on desirability, a property must have the following characteristics, which can be remembered as dust. Dust is an acronym. D stands for demand. Demand, the need or desire for possession or ownership, backed by the financial means to satisfy that need. Utility is what the U in dust is for. Utility, the property's usefulness for its intended purposes. The S in dust stands for scarcity, a finite supply. And the T in dust stands for transferability. Transferability, the relative ease with which ownership rights are transferred from one person to another. Market value. The goal of an appraiser most often is to estimate or express an opinion of a property's market value. Market value generally is considered the most probable price that a property should bring in a competitive and open market under all conditions requisite to a fair sale. The buyer and the seller are both assumed to be acting prudently and knowledgeably, and the price is not affected by undue stimulus. The property's most probable price is not the average price for such properties or the highest price possible. A determination of market value thus requires that the buyer and the seller are unrelated and acting without undue pressure. Both the buyer and the seller are well informed of the property's use and potential, including both its defects and its advantages. A reasonable time is allowed for exposure of the property in the open market. Payment is made in cash or its equivalent, and the price paid for the property is a normal market price, unaffected by special financing amounts or terms, services, fees, costs, or credits incurred in the market transaction. Market price. Market value is an opinion of value based on an analysis of data. The data may include not only an analysis of comparable sales, but also an analysis of potential income, expenses, and replacement costs. Market price, on the other hand, is a property's asking, offer, or sales price. Cost. One of the most common misconceptions about valuing property is that its cost represents its market value. Cost and market value may be the same in page 301. Fact. When the improvements on a property are new, cost and value are likely to be equal. But more often, cost does not equal market value. For example, a homeowner may install a swimming pool for $30,000. However, the cost of the improvement may not add $30,000 to the value of the property. Basic principles of value. A number of economic principles can affect the value of real estate. The most important are defined here. Anticipation. According to the principle of anticipation, value is created by the expectation that certain events will occur. For instance, the value of a house may be affected if rumors circulate that a major employer in that area will be going out of business. In the same way, a neighborhood may see an increase in property values if a major employer announces that it is moving to that area. The income approach to value is based on the principle of anticipation. Change. No physical or economic condition remains constant. This is the principle of change. Real estate is subject to natural phenomena such as tornadoes, fires, and routine wear and tear. The real estate business is subject to market demands like any other business. An appraiser must be knowledgeable about both the past and the predictable future effects of natural phenomena and the behavior of the marketplace. Competition. The interaction of supply and demand creates competition. Profitable businesses tend to attract competition. For example, the success of a retail store may cause investors to open similar stores in the area. This tends to mean less profit for all stores concerned unless the purchasing power in the area substantially increases. Conformity. The principle of conformity means that maximum value is created when a property is in harmony with its surroundings. Maximum value is realized if the use of the land conforms to existing neighborhood standards. In a single-family residential neighborhood, for instance, buildings should be similar in design, construction, size, and age. Many parts of the country have experienced the tear-down phenomenon in which a large, expensive new home replaces a smaller, mid-century home that is more typical of others in the neighborhood. The new home will not realize its maximum value because it has violated the principle of conformity, at least until a significant number of such conversations has taken place. Contribution. Under the principle of contribution, the value of any part of a property is measured by its effect on the value of the whole parcel. Installing a swimming pool, greenhouse, or private bowling alley may not add value to the property equal to its cost, but remodeling an outdated kitchen or bathroom might. Highest and best use. The most profitable single use of a property is its highest and best use. The use must be physically possible, legally permitted, economically or financially feasible, and the most profitable or maximally productive. End of page.